I hate to tell you, I look at it and I'm like, that is some nonsense. I'm going to get so canceled after this comes out. But like, I'm like, really? Do we have to do all this crap? Like, this feels like crap that exists for crap's sake. Like, I don't know. I was like, does anybody actually like, I will say people do like the PI planning thing. I've heard a lot of the idea of doing quarterly planning where you really know what the rest of the organization is and you've thought about the dependencies and how that puts burdens on other teams. People do like that. I've heard good things about that. But in general, I've heard lots of bad things, and it seems like a whole lot of activity and not a whole lot of value. My smart ass comment is that's a bunch of consultants trying to justify their fees. I don't know if that's true or not, but that feels like and they're going to like be very unhappy with me. I come back to, what are we trying to do? We are trying to regularly deliver value to customers. And we are trying to get better and smarter at working in teams. And we are trying to drive our business forward. And that's going to be real specific. That should be more specific for whatever organization you want. That's what we're trying to do. Our processes need to serve that. Those goals, our processes need to serve that we're delivering to customers, that we're learning, that we're developing the business. And if they're not, we need to get rid of them. It comes back to, what about this process is serving our customer and our business? And if you can't answer that question well, I think you need to think about taking that practice, whatever that thing is, and throwing it out and figuring out what you need. And also the other thing is, like, it's gonna change, right? Like, I always tell people, you should think about your meeting calendar. You should think about the way you're working. Every quarter, you should do a pretty big retro about that and say, okay, how do we want to work differently? Because you have different people with different skills, solving different problems with different tooling, and like, that's all got to change. But ultimately, these things need to serve the customer and the business. And if they're not, we need to stop doing them. And we need to do something else. And if that's against the rules of SAFe, then I really don't care. Like, I think then SAFe is not serving us, and then we need to do something different. And so I think every organization really needs to interrogate how these things are serving them. And they need to be willing to say, hey, we're the ones who did this to us. I say this all the it's funny, people on my team would be like, oh, the design system doesn't work. I'm like, guys, it's our design system. If it doesn't work, we can change it. Nobody makes us do it this way. I don't think your CTO, well, some of them I know are a little agile crazy, but like, I think your CTO wants results. I don't think your CTO cares how well you follow whatever agile methodology they want. I think they want results. I can sure as heck tell you your CEO wants results. And so you might be the people who are holding yourselves back, which in that case, you should stop it.